Okay, so you guys are going to be putting a shape on top of a text box, paragraph box, all right? Or you could try this with two different. Again, I'm going to show you some basics, make you think about some stuff, but ultimately, you know, you're just learning what you can do, and if you could think at a high level, go for it, all right? So these two boxes are going to be a sans font typeface. These, I'm sorry, I had that backwards. We'll start with sans serif. Okay. I, for the first one, kept the same text, all right, type family, but I changed the leading. I wanted to see what would happen with leading that was farther apart and closer. And then I also drew my hexagon twice, or so one bigger, one smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to drag and drop. I'm going to put my first name, and you can do caps, you can do smaller, it's fine. All right, and right now that's the default down here, and I'm going to go back over, go to my filter, clear all, and choose my sans serif, and I'll just choose a nice font, Arial. There we go, and then I'll just make it a little bit smaller so it fits all in the box. Okay, for this one, I want the leading to be pretty close to regular, 48. Okay, and then this one, I can just go ahead and hold down Alt, make a copy. And you can also make sure that my tracking was at 0. You can play around with that. Again, it's yours. You know how to do it. And then for this one, I'm going to put out, sorry, this one. This one is regular leading, and then this one is a little bit bigger leading. And I did that for all of them. So we have serif, sans serif, sans, decorative, and then script. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw a hexagon. Once again, I go to my polygon tool. I left click once. I change the sides to 6. Okay, and I'm going to just leave this one at that size. And then I'm just going to go ahead, bring this back, and then just make a bigger one and cover it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this for all of them. I'm going to here sans, change the leading. Here I drew a circle. Here I drew an oval. Once again, it's the ellipse tool. Hold down Shift to draw a perfect circle. Don't hold down Shift and click and drag to draw an oval. To be able to draw the polygon of a triangle, click once, change it to 3 sides. All right, make it a little bit bigger or smaller, it's up to you, okay? And I'm gonna I'm gonna hold down Alt, I'm gonna rotate it, all right, and I'm going to stretch it up. And then stars, the star default is just, oops, the star works just like the polygon tool. I left click once and I tell you how many points I want. A traditional star will have 5, so go ahead, it draws 5, and then over here, do 4. I don't know, I know 10 doesn't work, too many paths, but I know 4 does. You could try 6. I just thought 4 was cool, and I did that. All right, so you could go ahead and draw all your shapes first, and then you could go ahead and just hold down. I guess I could have done this first too, but that's all right. And then once you get that one, pull these down. All right, and then you can change this to, this one has to get to a serif. I didn't change it to a serif. I thought I did. Sorry, it says serif. You're probably so confused right now. Okay, and we'll put that there. Okay, I'll leave this one here. This one, pick 2 different sans. Okay, so pick a different sans for this one. Have some fun with it. See what happens if things are heavier. Okay, this one, decorative. Let's do this kind of one there. Let's do a different one. I like that one. Make it a little bit smaller so it fits in the box. Okay. And then last but not least, go in and do script. Again, the order of operations, it's not a huge thing here. You just got to make sure that the box fits in there, and the text box. Oh, I love that's pretty ugly. Oops, I'm making it too big. right, 24 is my large. No. All right, feel free to put any large caps, small caps, whatever you want on it. All right, and then all you're going to do is you're going to go in as long as the shape is on top of the text box. And if you want to stretch it, go ahead. I mean, I don't. Okay, so just make sure that every single shape is on top of the text box. If it's not, just right click and say order and make sure, or arrange, and just say bring to front. Okay, so right now, if for whatever reason, okay, your text box is on top, and you can't tell because they're two different colors. Let me make this a different color so I can show you. Okay, so your text box is on top of your star. What you need to do is right click, arrange, and send your text box backwards. Okay, if you want to change the color of this stuff, go for it. You know, because you're sick of, I don't know if it's going to change the font color. Let's see, object, envelope, distort, make with top object. I believe it will change the color because you're making it with the top object, but let's find out. It doesn't. That's kind of sad. You can change the color over here, I think, or something. That's kind of sad, but anyway. All right, you can see what happens. So what you'll do is you'll just go ahead, select all of them, object, envelope, distort, make with top object, and there you go. Why it's not changing its color here. There's a way to recolor it, don't worry. All right, and then the shortcut on this is Control-Alt-C. So you can just keep doing it, Control-Alt-C, moving it, you can make it bigger. You can also double click and change the tracking if you want. Okay. And again, Control-Alt-C. You do have to do each one on its own. Okay, so 8 artboards. All right, different shapes, learning how to draw shapes. You can always go back in, double click. If you don't like it, you can change it. All right. See, kind of mess around, see what happens. You don't have to like it. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just kind of get a feel for what goes on with this tool.